We are ready for political dialogue. We've said the only solution to the problems affecting this great country is dialogue. It takes two to tango. And this is why we have said we are ready as of yesterday. We have said we want to see signals of sincerity. We want to see demonstration of good standing on the part of all the players. In this case, my brother ED, in terms of having an inclusive dialogue, a genuine dialogue to move this country forward. We want to see a credible, mutually acceptable facilitator, possibly international underwriting. And we have said President Ramaphosa stands in a very good position to be an interlocutor or to be a facilitator of the process that are supposed to come. If he's not available as a mediator, he could help in finding a mutually acceptable mediator.
Chamisa says it's important for South Africa and Zimbabwe to work together. He made the comments following the SA-Zimbabwe binational.
We are neighbors on account of divine design and also on account of geography. So you don't choose neighbors. Neighbors are part of you, and neighbors are actually family. They are part of our community. So Zimbabwe and South Africa are almost like Siamese twins. They are inseparable. But when one catches a cold, the other one sneezes. And we want to make sure that the one who is sick is treated so that there is a good cooperation on the basis of mutual cooperation on the basis of what is beneficial to the people of Africa, the people in South Africa and the people in Zimbabwe. Yes, the river Limpopo is what separates us, but it's just a river. We have the same air, we breathe in the same oxygen, and of course, we share the same aspirations as Africans. So unity, reaching out, dialogue is important. We must have synergies on the infrastructure, synergies on the vision of continental integration, synergies around even regional integration. That is a given, and we need to build on that. So the coming of President Ramaphosa is very welcome. The people of Zimbabwe would want to make sure that we remove all the toxic issues.
On the issue of eternal politics, pundits are saying the forthcoming MDC Congress is critical as it will settle once and for all the legitimacy question dogging the leadership of Nelson Chamisa. Chamisa assumed the reins of the country's main opposition party ahead of his rivals following the death of Morgan Tsvangirai, the party's founding father, last February. This is what Chamisa had to say on the matter.
Jostling leads to strength. More strength depends on how you manage processes. And as far as we are concerned, we are developing our movement. We are reaching out to those who were formerly ZANU-PF and other political parties to come and be part of this great movement because we are building a solid alternative government for the people of Zimbabwe. So as far as we are concerned, to add is to strengthen. And of course, to subtract is to weaken. So we are strengthening. People are jostling. That shows the democracy that we are. That shows the freedom that people have for different positions. So you will see the Congress in May is going to even produce a very credible, stronger, and more vibrant alternative.
Are you not anticipating a fallout after the Congress?
We are not anticipating a fallout. This is a people's project. People's struggles cannot be split. What splits are individuals who may choose to exfoliate and peel off. But it doesn't mean that a peel off is a split. That will not happen. Yes, we have seen it over the years under our founding president, Dr. Richard Morgan Tsvangirai, that you would have circumstances where individuals may feel free to leave. They are also free to come back. But the party is solid, and I can tell you that the cadreship is going to be deployed on account of capacity, on account of the track record and the tradition in the movement.
Finally, the MDC Alliance leader also called on former President Robert Mugabe's critics to leave him alone, saying he shouldn't be humiliated.
He's our old man, and I've said that, on the African continent, it is African to always acknowledge the elderly. Even if you differ with them, you don't need to embarrass them. You don't need to undress the elderly. That's an African. Yes, we have differences politically, but he's no longer, a part of the players. He's part of the past, but you can't have the future without the past. And in order for us to have a durable foundation for the future, we need to also locate the broken debris and foundations of the past so that we don't repeat the mistakes of yesterday. It's actually an African to humiliate elderly African statesman. He's a statesman. We have issues, but those issues are not going to be, you can't repair your past by mourning over it. You can't recover the losses of yesteryear on account of vindictiveness. What we want is to say, yes, there are issues that were done wrongly. How do we find a reparative and restorative path going forward so that we are able to repair and restore where there were some challenges? So yes, Mr. Mugabe is just a factor, as part of our elderly statesman and former president, but going forward we need a discourse above him and beyond him.